this is Stephanie. I am with Hidden Illuminations, and I am a tarot reader and a modern mystic and guide. And I am going to get right into the cards because I just want to know the answer on something, and you guys are along for the ride. I have a situation where I have a healer with a past healing situation that they have a little bit of regrets over, and a very similar current healing situation. And so we're trying to figure out how much of this is old remembered frequency and how much of this is the new case. And we just have learned from old situations. I've already shuffled and I don't have time to prove that to you. So, the highest in common between these two cases and the major arcana of the current situation. This is a major arcana deck only. I just said I wasn't going to shuffle in front of you, but of course, shuffling happens when it wants to happen. Okay, so what is the old case? Why is the old case coming up in our minds? Um, while this new case is going on. And what is it the old case has taught us, is bringing to the table? What do we know? I'm drooling when I say that. What do we know thanks to the old case that will lend information to the new case? And this is our new case. This is our new baby. What can you tell us about doing this healing? What can you do? I'm getting the fact that sometimes perfect is enemy of the. Sometimes perfect is the enemy of done. Sometimes perfect is the enemy of done. What can you tell me about that? Okay, so, all right, the Eight of Swords. Okay, and the Hermit. Okay, definitely got a situation of, oh, reversed Queen of Swords is what it's teaching us. The reversed Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords is what this new healing is teaching us. With the Knight of Cups. All right. So with the Eight of Swords, as you know, kind of the highest lesson for us, I'm definitely going to go with it's all in your head. You need to go within, and the lack of clarity of thought on this side. And I think that with the Page of Swords, I mean, generally, yes, we're going to go with mentally flexible. You can only use one arm. This is an arm situation. Um, but the Page of Swords holds his sword with both hands, and this person, you can still use a sword with one hand. So this person's just going to learn how to swing a sword with one hand. And then we have that clarification of the Page of Cups. People can help you. You can have a little um, assistant, a lover on the side helping you with the things that a second hand would be useful for. So I'm going with, in this situation, the lack of clarity that we had coming in to teach us from the other situation. These are both broken arm cases. This broken arm case was a young child. When the arm knit incorrectly, the arm had to be rebroken. And it was a type of regret from the healer that focusing on healing an arm in the wrong way or before it is set properly could do damage. And so, there's concern about that. But in this situation, we have someone who just needs the arm to work. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect. They're not going to be using it for strenuous activity. And so simply getting it, again, perfect is the opposite of done. We just want this arm healed and strong enough to do standard activities. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit gimpy, because we've got other people to help us in other situations where one-handed swinging of a sword is good enough. So fantastic. That's the answer that I needed. Thank you for playing along, and I'll list all of the decks in the deck notes. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.
I kind of like that. That was kind of cute. That could be it. I'm done.